Hello everyone, my name is Andrew Swope and I will be talking about the design elements for effective documents in the workplace. So to discuss what I'm going to talk about, we're going to talk about the visual, specifically using the visual part of emphasis, the visual eye appeal, and the visual aspect of extraneous content. And then we're going to talk about organization, specifically paragraph layout, visuals, and then headings and divisions. Now this presentation is for any office staff working in writing technical documents or documents in general, as well as prospective workers and any workplace that would require writing, as well as this will be probably viewed by management or any clients that will receive documents that are formatted to the specifications listed hereafter. Now, the first part of the visual is emphasis. So for emphasis, we can use white space to emphasize or draw the eye to content. So creating large borders or heading space around something can draw the eye or the reader to a spot. And larger fonts or bold and italicized font can also be used to draw the eye. However, usually in workplace writing, it is best to avoid these, as maintaining consistency is better for a more coherent and cohesive document. Now for eye appeal, generally, avoiding clutter and breaking up long sections are good. So for clutter, we want to keep sentences together and visuals together, not having sentences spaced weirdly or different colors or anything like that. Break up long sections. Paragraphs that are like 9 or 10 sentences should ideally be shortened. Large blocks of text can be distracting and boring. And shortening sentences is also great, as long sentences can be hard to read and become distracting, so lots of commas is usually a bad thing. And using organizational elements can make a document look more appealing, and we'll talk more about that later, like headings and grids. And next, for the visual, we have extraneous content. So we want to avoid fancy or any extra fonts. Keep everything the same. Your text for any type should be the same. So every heading and every title, all your body text should have the same font as well as the same size. Keep all your justifications the same, all left or right justified. And limit your visuals. Keep your graphs 1 or 2 per page. Keep them simple, a simple bar graph, a standard point and plot, but not lots of complicated diagrams. And then for organization, paragraph layout. So we want to have a grid, and we want to lay our paragraphs out in the F pattern. So the most important information on the top, second most immediately after, and then everything else kind of falls beneath. And we also want to keep the sentences in the paragraph in a subject-verb-object order. So keep our sentences active and not passive, as it makes it easier to read and also puts the more important information up front. Also keep your paragraph elements together, so no splitting paragraphs across the page. If you have to add space or do something to make it all cohesive, that is usually best. And then for visuals, keep your visuals together, place them next to paragraphs that are relevant, and then keep them clean. So simple, and they should add to the content that you're writing about, not take away from it. They should increase understanding, but they shouldn't be the primary objective. So simple is best. And then for headings, place these for access. So make them prominent, large, and easy to find. Keep them all consistent, but put them at the top of any new or introductory content. And really quick, just kind of an example here. These visuals are organized. This paragraph is together and is headinged and marked, whereas the other one is split across the page. And this one is inconsistent. The one on the right in the center is inconsistent and kind of a mess. So we should use visual appeal and organization together, as an appealing document is most often the most organized document. So using organizational elements to improve the appeal is often a brilliant idea. And these were my sources. Any questions?